Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Phantom. Before we jump into the price action, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and also leave us some feedback down below. We're always happy to hear from you guys and girls, so why not let us know what your thoughts are about the market. Okay, so we're going to discuss a few things within the structure here. We were talking about it yesterday. We've had quite a little pump up last night, and we were talking about potentially having another move up to this zone, this 53.67 to this 51.28. But we've actually come through it. So now we've got basically a couple of options that we can look at within this structure, and effectively there is a potential that we are extending even further out here, but we'll go over that within the video as well. So just make sure you stay tuned to the end so that you see that option. So within this, we're talking about this box end area. So now there's two ways that we can either look at this. So we can either look at this as potentially this was a triangle, and we're going to show this on the screen now. So the way we would have to look at this effectively is that we have this as a actually this B wave needs to move over here. So we'd have to, I don't really like the structure of it, but it is still possible. And the way we'd look at it, this is an A, this is a B into here as an A, as a 5, 3, 5. So it would have been truncated in the C wave if that is the case. That's why I don't really like it. Or alternatively, we can argue that this is a B wave here, but it looks better structure-wise if we take it into this point. So we'd have to look at this as an A, B, into this high here, basically C into here, D, and then E, which would mean that we start this move off from this point here, this 46.60. So if this is the case, effectively what we'd be looking for here is this is a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'd be still looking for this fourth wave to the downside. So this fourth wave is actually, the fourth wave target area is actually here, which is this 5339 to this 5115. However, we just need to be careful that we hold this zone. If we start to break down deeper here, we can argue that this is actually completed, and it is possible that I'm looking at this slightly wrong and that the D was here and the E was here, and then this was actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and actually complete here, and we're going to look to break down. So whether we manage to hold this zone is going to be important. So this zone is this 5339 to this 5115. So within this structure, effectively what we'd be looking for, depending on how far down we come here off of this current area, we could potentially look to talk about a push up to this 5795 to this 5639. So this would be a zone that we could actually look to target out if we do get this additional fifth wave to the upside. So this could actually then complete a move if that's the case. And what we could look for is this move up here, and then potentially start breaking down for this fourth wave that we've been looking for. The thing that's interesting about this zone is this is also within the area of this typical flat rejection zone. Looking at this move from further back as a potential fourth wave still in play, where this is an A, B, and a C. So it'll be interesting to see how we react in this zone. If we just actually break down from here and take out this wave 1 high at 2630, we would then potentially be looking for an additional fifth wave to the downside. So we're going to have to play that one by play it as it comes basically and see what happens. But if we do start to break down here, the typical fourth wave location we'd be looking for would actually be this 3968 to this 3075. So that's a zone we could actually look to retrace to as a fourth wave if this starts to break down. So because of this, this move here also is sort of down to interpretation, because if we change this slightly, we can look at this as this one. There we go. I'm going to just remove this other stuff off the screen here. So within this structure, effectively what we would have is the potential that instead of looking at this as a triangle, we can break this move up where this is a 1, 2, basically this is a 1, and then we can either look at this as a diagonal into here as a wave 1 as a diagonal, 2, 3, 4, and 5, looking for the same target zone. Alternatively, we look at this slightly differently, and I don't know why I've got double of these here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, but basically, if we fail to find this fourth wave here, then we can still look at those same possibilities. And the reason why I'm saying if we fail to form this fourth wave is I am still looking at the possibility that this could just be a flat correction, and we could actually look to take these lows out with a 5-wave move to the downside. So we just need to be careful here that this this fourth wave area holds, and then the next area of importance would be this area of the 4533, and then also this area of this 4395. So we just need to be aware that this hasn't proven itself yet. We just have a 3-wave structure here so far. Even though it's hit this 1.618, this can still turn around and actually take these lows and invalidate any bullish potential here. So if that is the case, we'd either have to look at this triangle and a completion into this high, and then we'd be looking for a fourth wave from this position, or alternatively, we look at this as a bigger structure from further back here, and this is an A. This is a B, C to the upside, and then actually we kind of come back down for a C wave, and this will take these low points potentially. It could truncate and become a running flat, and then we could have a fifth wave, or alternatively we look to break down. So the interesting thing on this is typically we'd measure this from the top of the move. So if we do get a C wave here, the 1.618 would actually be within this range, though the 2.618 could then become a potential target area, or even as low as this 3.618 if it starts to extend, because it's been quite a powerful move to the upside. So it is possible we get a truncation and we only come down towards like this 1-to-1 or even this 1.618. Or alternatively, we could actually look to progress deeper down. So the other way of measuring this move is actually from the A wave itself, and that would give us a target area of this 1618 here, this 40 cents 60. So we'll have to see how this progresses, but if we do get a 5-wave move to the downside, it is possible we could look to target out this zone before looking for a push up for another 5th wave. If we did have something like this play out, then potentially our 5th wave target area would be up here at this 5955 to the 6229. That would be the middle point, sorry. So 5955 to the 1600 area, 67 cent range. I don't know what's going on with the numbers today, but basically this would be a zone that we would be looking for as a potential zone of a 5th wave if we have a flat correction in this area. But we'd have to be careful how deep this flat goes, because like I said, we are looking for that deeper target zone for the 4th. So this is just one of the options if we fail to find this 4th and a 5th. If we do find this 4th and a 5th, we can then potentially look that either we're getting extension, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one over here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we break these up individually, there is potential to extend quite a lot higher here. But there's nothing really indicating that at the moment. So at the moment, I'm just looking at this potential of this 4th wave and a 5th wave. If we fail to hold this again on the retracement, so what we would want to see is basically this play out as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the upside. And then we'd want to see this additional 4th wave coming and finding support in the same zone, not crossing this area of this 4970, and then actually looking to push up past this into the 60 cent range. This could actually be an area we look to target within this structure. This 5th wave here can actually overextend as well, because I worked this target off of a higher range now, I think. So yeah, so already it's pushing it up slightly. If we came down to the 50% area, the target would be higher at this 5829 to this 5652. So we'll have to just see how this plays out, but we don't have any evidence of this as a 4th wave yet. It is possible that it finds support here, but it is also possible we start to break down here, where we start to develop some bigger structure, and this potentially becomes a 1-2, and then actually look to break much deeper. So if we do actually break down from here, the way that I'd be seeing it off the current structure we'd have to see a move past this 1618 at this 4762. Then we could potentially look at this as a diagonal and a 1-2, and then a deeper move for that 1618. However, it is also possible we could find support if this is extending again. The area we'd be looking for, if we're looking for that support to come in, would be here at this 50% 5113 to this 786 really, this 4883. So if we do have this play out, what we could then be looking for is actually further continuation, where this becomes a 1 2, and then we're actually still within the structure, and it's actually extending out much further than we would be like anticipating at the moment. So we could go over some macro figures that we can look at in a second. But if we had to move down to this 618 area, confirmation of a bigger 5-wave move would come by actually moving up past this 6416. If we do start to push up here again and we move past this 6416, we can talk about potential extensions to the upside, and we're going to talk about why we are looking out for that now. So currently we're looking at this just as a 5-wave move from here, but I am also looking at the potential that we could have a bigger extension, and this would be looking at this move basically rather as a completed move here, and then this could actually be extending out. Like we're saying, if we do get this as a 1-2 and then we start to push up here, it would become more likely that we have an extension from further back here, where this is actually a 5-wave move completed here, and we then are looking for this extension to the upside, where this becomes a 1-2, this becomes a 1-2, this becomes a 1-2, and then now we're actually starting to get into that third wave. So this would then basically push us up much higher, but it would only be confirmed by basically moving up past the 7410. If we move up past the 7410, this would confirm this wave structure, and we'd then be looking for a 4th and a 5th, and then that could potentially look to complete this bigger third wave that we are looking for. So this is just a possibility if we do look to continue extending to the upside. So that's just one thing we need to be aware of. I think I've covered everything. So basically we're still looking for this third wave completion. Like I said, it is still possible that we could see something play out like this, where this is an A, B, and a C, and then we get a corrective structure up here, and then we actually look to break down in a more complex structure for this wave 4, and this is all just actually part of the correction. The reason being is this is quite a big move here, so we'd want to see something as equally as big as this. And if we were to complete here, you know, playing out something like this with potentially a 5-wave move down, could look to either complete it as a 4th, and this could look to target out some of these zones that we're talking about. Alternatively, what we could have here is that we have an additional leg to the upside and then a breakdown. So that's just something that we need to keep an eye on. If this third wave does continue extending out, effectively what we could have is a move which could look to target slightly higher up than this. I'm actually going to go into the 4-hourly for this so we can get a better picture. Within this, what we'd be looking for is potential for that extension to the upside. So within that, what we would have is the potential to actually move up higher, and areas of interest would be this 2.618. If we do move up and we do get this further extension, the 6356 could be an interesting zone that we look to target, and that could actually look at being a completion for this third wave if we do move into the zone. Alternatively, if we do look to push up higher, this $1.67, $1 and 0067 could be an interesting zone as a 3.618. So we'll have to just keep an eye on these zones, and if we do actually continue up, then this could be something that we see actually play out. So I'm going to leave it there. We're still looking for this 4th wave. Just be careful if you're trading today. We got the FOMC meeting, so make sure you're using good risk management, everybody. And if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. We're always happy to hear from you. Also, in the description, there's a link to Discord. Why not come check it out in the description? As well, there is a affiliate link for BYBIT and Prime XBT, both great exchanges. We use them all the time. Why not check it out? If you don't have an account, using the referral link does help us out, so we do appreciate it. Really, just be careful out there today, everybody. We'll have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.